position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to lead dudes we have in this one. Welcome everyone to the Woodshed, East Lansing, Michigan. Spartan Stadium on the banks of the Red Cedar and home to Michigan State. As we'll see, the number 16 team in the country, the Mississippi State Bulldogs, taking on last year's national champion, the Michigan State Spartans. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Bruce Davis, David Pollock and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Mississippi State ready to kick off to get this game started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. He'll pull it on the read. Now the pitch. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Let's talk a bit about Michigan State. At this point in the season, you're probably in if the playoff starts today, but it doesn't. A long way to go, and the margins will be extra thin from here on out.
Well, because if the season ends today, you're basically right on the cusp outside of the top 5, so you need to keep winning. You need to keep the intensity up, playing with a sense of urgency. For the second half of the season, David, I think that's a massive key for this team.
And it's so hard with young kids, 17, 18, 19, 20 years old, to get them to continue to focus on the game in and game out. Not the rankings, not down the road. That'll be the challenge down the stretch.
Showing the arm strength down the left side. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
And there's not very many offensive plays that are going to be successful. If you can rush 3 guys and still get to the quarterback, it's not a good sign for this offensive line.
It'll be 3rd and long. Moore to the air. Here comes the heat. He's got an open man. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback, finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job, nice scripted plays, taking advantage, strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep them out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up, get a stop, force them either to kick a field goal or get no points, and this drive is still a success.
Grabbed in the middle. It's McGray. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
Motion from the back. With the run on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
I think it would be great if this offense leaned on the run game more in the red zone. Leaned on their back, man. Give it to him. Let him do his thing. He hasn't even gotten the end zone yet this season, so love to see him get that opportunity to make.
And that is what a team of this caliber is expected to do, right? They've got the better number beside their name. superior team, and they just drove the ball in the first possession of the game, and they looked like it, scoring a touchdown and asserting their dominance.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Leaves it with the back. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. And the Bulldogs want to crank the tempo. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really,
and they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
To the ground with the back. Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They picked up 10 and give him a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. Right now, he's doing some damage on his defense.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. To the air, it's Barnett. He lost it high and deep down the left side. Touchdown Bulldogs! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Laterals it back. And that one goes incomplete, but there is a penalty flag, and they might have gotten him for OPI. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Makes the grab. It's called. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Solid run. Picks up 6 and gets it to the 28.
And I like the quarterback making the decision quickly. I'm going to give it. I'm not going to throw the football off the RPO and just let my back get some positive yards. You're getting 5+ yards. That is a great job by the offense. Continue to stick with it.
And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come-to-Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3-and-out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Extending the play. He's going to take off. And that ball's incomplete on 4th down, but wait just a second. There is a flag, and this is a big call. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Through the air, it's Barnett. Moving away from pressure. Rolling on the line. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
I know the offense came into this game expecting to have some success throwing the football, and right after getting a takeaway right outside of the red zone, they try to do just that. The one-on-one matchups are going to be there in this game. That time, though, the defense did a better job making the play, forcing the incompletion.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
There's the pressure. Trying to make magic on the scramble. The defense is there, and a great job to keep him from getting to that 1st down marker. He's hard to get a handle on. It'll be 4th and short. We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the 1st period as we take a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keeping those vibes going here in the 2nd quarter. And you go read any book you want to, any analytical measure, and it will tell you, go for it. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. This crowd busting the decibel meter and trying to will a 4th down stop. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
Great job by the defense there on the 4th down. See this, QB sneaks are not a guaranteed play. You're going to get one offense. Everybody thinks it is. You dial it up, it's an automatic first. Not the case. That time, the defensive line was lower. They got more push. There was just nowhere for the quarterback to go. Great job by the defense.
This is what Spartan running backs do. They get behind their pads, they move the chains. Le'Veon Bell, among many, who've been great at that.
And Kenneth Walker, man, you pulled back a couple years ago, such a great season, too. But just that's their physicality. That's the brand that they've had. That's what their coaches embrace. You know, not being the quote-unquote main team in their state, but they're going to hit you in the face, and they're going to play physical.
It's called. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Our coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Spartans are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Moore will throw. Quarterback now breaking the field. He's got it inside the 15. Defense to take it in. Touchdown, Michigan State.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Colorado is ahead early in Boulder, but that's not exactly Cordell Stewart out there. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 4 over Rutgers. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive there.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it. Everybody wants that. But your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. They decided to go for it. They didn't get it. The defense just didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. What an effort played with the quarterback there. You think about Michigan State team line, Jarrell Worthy, Shalik Calhoun, guys that would use their frame to their advantage, and you just could not block them. This guy has physical ability. He's got a lot of things you can't coach. One of those is that frame. He used it right there to his advantage.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Bringing the heat. And they can't make the play on third down.
And that's the problem as an offense, man. You get in these third and forever situations, and now the defense drops back, and they take away all the deep stuff, and you're trying to find some space, but it's just so hard to try to convert those third and longs.
Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. The sure hand. It's McCray. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They got it down.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all the linebackers, all the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. Quarterback keeps it. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed. He's not the biggest guy in the world, so he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The give to the tailback. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like I do here for my running back, make the game easy.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On design runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. the gun. The running back tries to hit the hole. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Fires to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit in coverage that forces the incompletion.
Smarty and nearly 75,000 of his closest friends hanging the decibel meter on third down. Under fire. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He'll try to do it himself. Got through at the 35. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
It just must be so nice to be such a good athlete and to realize fourth down, I want to pass the football, nobody open. I got this. I can take off.
He's taking the shot. Intercepted. Big play. Stop the drive. Got room on the return. He's at the 40. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Quarterback making checks. Moore to the air. Right on the money. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. The Spartans in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. On the line, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather.
Nice job by the QB. Sit back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Marshall. The pass is incomplete. Thought they might catch the defense napping, but it'll be third down. And the Spartans are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Gets the back moving. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. They've extended the lead and taken control here in week 9.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they've got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Here's the handoff. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. One step coming before they head to the locker room. Back to throw, it's Barnett. He's moving out of the pocket. Throwing, looking right. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot. But the flag is down. Let's check the call. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Looking to throw on first down. As he pushes. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, you just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
The Bulldogs, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They'll ride the hot hand. Headed to the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldog. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
He's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy.
To the end zone, and it's picked off. He's at the 50. Inside the 30. Attack. He took that baby all the way to the house. He kicked two, as it were.
I love the effort by the field goal unit. They don't just take the play off. They don't hang their heads. They rush the extra point. Look at that. Get their hand up, get a paw on it, pick it up, and take it all the way back for 2 points and gain some momentum for this defense.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
The offense changing the play. Moore will throw. Makes the catch. It's Tuggle. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're up to the 35.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
They forced ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on that RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle of Chicago. That'll be enough for the first down. They'll mark it up to 48.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive game right away.
Oh, he's got a chance. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. The Spartans can really attack on this 2nd and short. Sends it back in motion. The option look. The pitch. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection.
Well, I love the variety in the run game you're seeing from this offense. It's not just going to be conventional handoffs. Won't just be the quarterback, but he's making good decisions. Pitching at that time, that's the right read, and it's not a huge explosive home run type play, but it is enough to help them pick up the first down.
He'll pull it down and run. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down.
This has been a real fun game to call, guys, because we've got 2 quarterbacks that are getting it done on the ground. Both of these guys have had tremendous success. That time the defense wasn't in position. They weren't able to rally to him early enough, and you kind of get the feeling moving forward, whichever defense figures out the other running quarterback first, that's probably the team that wins.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Leaves it with the back. They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Oh, they're after him. Going to try to get it himself. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Well, we know the game of college football is always evolving and changing, and one of the biggest reasons why is the quarterback evolution. Dual threat quarterbacks. You're seeing 2 great examples in this game so far. Both guys can hurt you throwing it. Both guys can hurt you running it. It's been the running attack for both of these guys. It's been the big story so far.
And the Spartans trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Making side adjustments here. Moore to the air. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan State. And the route is on.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. We're taking shots. We need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And Dave, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 after the 29. Mississippi State going up-tempo.
And nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
Release to the back. Makes the grab on the back. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. off the play fake on first down to throw. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. One final play before the end of the quarter. To the air on first down. The screen, he's got wheels. Running through contact. Running free. He's at the tag. Touchdown, Spartan. And once he found open space, the man might as well start playing. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25.
Could be it. This could be the turning point.
They go back to work in the final period of this one. Back to pass. It's Barnett. He'll pull it down. Now he'll let one fly down the left side. It's caught. And what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. And the Bulldogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Throw over the middle. It's Thompson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Touchdown, Mississippi State. A great catch and run for 6. The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives, and coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well?
And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
Two-point plays, the windows are very small to throw into. That time, he just tried to force it into a tiny window, ended up being picked, and the offense comes away with no points.
The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those.
Oh, he's got ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Moore will throw. The screen, he can go. He breaks a tackle. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
With a lot of offensive coordinators out there, a similar situation with a lead like this, They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
A run for the quarterback. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going. Moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays, and if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Makes the grab. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The offense failed to convert on fourth down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking. He's got it in the end zone for another touchdown, and this is a full-fledged beatdown.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today. But the opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side.
Into the end zone for the two-point conversion as they extend the lead. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, the ground game. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running.
Get that first down, fellas.
Out of the gun, the give to the back. Crosses the 40. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run the guys, and get him on the ground, for goodness sakes. This guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Spits it out to the back. Makes the grab. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. To the air. It's Barnett. It's complete to the right. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. Mississippi State right back to the line. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Catch in the middle, it's Reese. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Check. White 94 Snyder choice. White 94 Snyder choice. Easton.
Snap in the shotgun. He wants it all. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. It won't matter much in the outcome, but a little extra stat padding is nice.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Using his feet to buy time. He gets the two-point conversion as they draw ever closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. The returner will field it and bring it back. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Might be calling a hot route. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Throws for the tight end. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but just live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really